Fresh out of a wildlife safari, driving toward the city is like traveling fast forward many centuries into the future. Sandakan has a subtle way of introducing itself. Like a wise chronicler, it starts with accounts of how it came to be what it is today. The historic Saba Hotel holds the key. The walls of the century-old building displays mementos dating back to the 1700s, when Sandakan was a busy trading outpost controlled by the Sultan of Sulu, who also governed the southern Philippines. In the latter part of the 1800s, the first European settlement found its way here, having been granted permission by the Sultan. They called the place Sandakan, a Tausug or Sulu word that means the place that was pawned. Later on, with the arrival of a large number of German settlers, it came to be known as Kampung German, or German village. But in 1879, Kampung German was accidentally burned to ashes. William Pryor, a British who helped negotiate leases for northern Borneo from the Sultans of Sulu and Brunei, moved the settlement to the mouth of Sandakan Bay and named it Elopura, a beautiful city. Eventually, the name was changed back to Sandakan. William Pryor is now remembered as the father of modern Sandakan. A memorial was erected in the city in his honor. A few years after the settlement was moved, the British North Borneo Company was assigned by the British government as the administrator of Sabah. Sandakan was consequently appointed as the new capital. The first half of the 1900s saw Sandakan develop as one of the most advanced Southeast Asian cities of the time. However, the city, like most in the region, was not spared from the ravages of World War II. The Japanese occupation of Sandakan lasted 3 gory years, leaving this once glorious city on the brink of total destruction. In 1946, a year after the end of World War II, Sabah was officially declared a British colony. The capital was moved to Jesselton, now known as Kota Kinabalu. Within a few years, Sandakan was almost completely restored, ushering the timber boom of the 70s, which was then replaced by palm oil a decade later. Today, old and new edifices stand as monuments to Sandakan's rich past and promising future. It is home to a people of different ancestries and religious persuasions. The Sandakan Heritage Trail unravels this much. This 90-minute walk covers about 15 locations, commencing at the Masjid Jamek Mosque. Built over a century ago, this sanctuary embodies the Islamic influences that has always been a significant part of life in Sandakan. Not far away is another pre-war place of worship, the St. Michael's and All Angels Church. The exquisite stained glass windows that adorn this stone structure were a gift from the Australians in commemoration of the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. On a hilltop south of the city, the age-old wisdom of the East watches over the town center. Completed in the 1980s, the Puji Shi Buddhist Temple represents the sizable Chinese inhabitants of Sandakan. This traditional red and gold temple conforms to the principles of Feng Shui as it faces the sea and is backed by a mountain. Brush up on Sandakan's history by making a pit stop at the Museum Warisan Sandakan. Then walk into life during the British Northern Borneo period in Newlands, also called the Agnes Keith House. Everything is frozen in time. Built in colonial style, it was home to this famous author and her husband, Harry Keith, conservator of forests and curator of North Borneo Museum. When the Keiths left Sabah in 1952, conservators of forests, forestry officers, and volunteers occupy this abode, which was restored from its original foundation after the war. Newlands is just a 20-minute walk from the town proper. A stone's throw away from the Agnes Keith House is another idyllic way of experiencing Sandakan. Have a relaxing afternoon at the English Tea House. Play a round of croquet in a perfectly manicured lawn, or simply sit back and enjoy the fine selection of teas and traditional English specialties. For a more local dining experience, visit Pasar Sim Sim or Sim Sim Market. This humble place is known for its good variety of ikan bakar or grilled fish, offered by rows of eateries all under one roof. The fish is best paired with traditional vegetable dishes. Armed with a full stomach and a newfound love affair with Sandakan, it is time to hit Pasar Umum, the central Sandakan market. From dried fish to semi-precious crystals and pearls, there is a daily exhibit of local knickknacks in this 3-story shopping complex. A journey to Sandakan presents things as it was, as it is, and as it could be, minus the frills. It takes one into the basics of values and ideals, into the simple laws of the universe that govern us every day. And in a most straightforward way, it illustrates how these rules apply equally to us humans, to creatures of the wild, and all other elements that play a part in this wonderful sphere of existence we call life.